650 here. Welcome home to the channel. We're going to start this amazing video off here in Florida at NASA. Can I sit down? Okay. Ooh, it's tight.
Oh yeah.
But it feels good.
Yeah, it's like you wear it.
Look at that. That is so cool, man. That was on my bucket list, believe it or not, and I got it accomplished. Super nice.
Now we talk about the product. We define the Powercruiser, sporty soul and custom spirit. And this is the perfect synthesis of the performance we see here in the radar chart in comparison with the Canaveral that is already in the market. We see that we give a little bit in the mileage, but without any compromise in comfort, because for sure for the customer is very important. But the big step was made in stability, at high speed and with loads, in the dry handling and dry grip, that is very important to deliver top-notch performances, and also in wet, because it's a safety feature and is very important for us. So, how we translate this performance into the technical details of our product? Next, please. We start from the tread design. This is the only technical feature we can see from the outside. We divide the tread in three main areas. Next, please. Center flash. The flash is a trademark of Pirelli and is the icon of the Diablo family. It's not only a marketing tool, let's say like this, it has a very important technical role to promote rubber micromobility to faster the warm-up and of course to ensure the water drainage while going in the straight line. Next, we move to the lateral grooves for mid-lean water evacuation and of course to maximize the wear uniformity. But we arrive, next please, to the shoulder, and here we have a sleek shoulder. So we don't have grooves on the edge of our tire. This is to have more rubber in contact with the ground and ensuring greater lateral thrust while leaning, of course. But the tread design alone is not enough. So next, we start with the compound in front. For us, it was clear the choice to have a mono compound in high silica in order to deliver high stability at high speed and when with loads. That is very important for this segment. But with this choice, we were able also to improve the grip while accelerating, but most important for the front tire, also while braking in dry and wet condition. The use of high silica give us the opportunity also to widen the temperature range. But let's move to the rear, that is more interesting, I think. Here the picture is a little bit more complicated to the front one, but it's important to understand why we have three different compound schemes. We know that in this segment, motorbike could be very different one from the other. On one side, we can have a very heavy and powerful motorbike. On the other side, lighter and more agile. So it's very simple to understand that with only one compound scheme, it would be impossible to satisfy different motorbike needs. That's why our engineer and our R&D develop a compound scheme for each and every target bike. At the top, we have the standard cap and base for conventional, is a conventional tire. We have an harder base with a softer compound on the tread. The middle one is the midi sidewall. Here we have the rear of the Street Glide and Sport Glide. And for those bikes that are very powerful and very heavy, it's important to have a very large compound in this area in order to give stability, but we don't want to give up on performances, so we have the mini sidewall in order to deliver top-notch performance while leaning and comfort, of course. On the bottom, we have the evolution of the cap and base, is for radial sizes, and we have a softer silica compound on shoulder and the cap and the tread with an harder silica compound for stability and mileage. Okay, again, the tread must work in combination with the compound and must work in combination, next please, with the structure and the profile. One thing about the structure, in the radial size, we are using the zero degree steel belt structure. That is the one we are using in the product like Superbike, Moto2, Moto3, and also we are going to use it from next year in MotoGP. And looking to the profile is here we have the comparison with the Night Dragon, and it's simple to see that we have a sharper profile, and this is giving us two main benefits beside the other: faster entry and changing direction, and for sure more rubber in contact while leading, so more thrust when we are pushing hard outside of the curve. Next, I'm going to the conclusion. For us as Pirelli is very important the quality, but also the exterior appearance of our tire. So we decided to use for the first time for a Pirelli product the high contrast lettering. This technique is patented by Pirelli. We have the Diablo Power Cruiser, the Pirelli, and the size with this high visibility. But we have also the Flash, that is our trademark, and the Pilunga, that is embedded in our brand since 1908 and is giving even more premiumness to the tire.
Now I show you some technical evidence recorded during our testing session. Here you see a dry test performed into our Italian proving ground, and as you can see, Powercruiser against two competitors shows better top speed out of the fifth corner of the track, but also an highest average roll angle. And what it means? This means that it has an improved speed while leaning, and it's translated in better stability during the fast long corners. Thanks to the new compounds we developed. Also in terms of drag acceleration with a low surface, in this case in wet condition, you can see that Powercruiser has a less rear spin while accelerating at full throttle. And this is translated in a 0.1 second gain into a 66 feet drag acceleration and 0.3 second gain in a quarter mile acceleration. But as I was saying before, performance means also safety. That's why also in a brake test, in a panic brake test, it is the most demanding condition in terms of safety. You can see that Powercruiser has an average of 10% less stopping distance comparing to the other two competitors. And this is translated in a 0.3 second shorter stop of the bike.
We have the plan for today's ride. Super excited to ride at the tail of the dragon on one of these Harley-Davidson machines with the new Diablo Power Cruiser tires. We're gonna check something else off my bucket list, and that is first time riding on a private plane. And I hope that I don't get used to this and end up loving it so much so that it's the only thing that I want to do from now on. Because that would suck. I can't afford to ride on a private plane all the time.
There was many stories like that. Many specifically. No, but he did that with other women.
Yeah, very good.
He's got a better job than us.
No, there isn't. Look at this. Look at your office.
Exactly.
This is this man's office. We're at 37,000 some odd feet. We've got 257 miles to our destination. We're going to land with 3.4 what of fuel? How much is that? Pounds. 3,400 pounds.
340. About 450 gallons.
Wow, 450 gallons. These are the fuel gauges, guys. See that right there? And these are all their instruments, and of course they have one of the 650E cards.
That's right.
To watch my boring motorcycle videos when they're not flying.
They won't be boring.
Can't do that boring.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys. Let me get out of your hair. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
That's first class service. Off the plane, under a hangar, and don't have to go through a terminal or anything. Just get off, get your luggage, put it into the Sprinter van, and head to the tail of the Dragon. So we're off the plane and we made it to Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson here near the tail of the Dragon, and we're about to jump on these beautiful Harley-Davidson machines and test out Pirelli's new Diablo Power Cruiser tires. And these are the assortment of motorcycles that we've got to choose. We're going to be swapping bikes throughout the day. I'm starting the day on this beautiful bike on the corner there. We got the staff there ready to help us out. And yeah, let's take a look at how the tires look. Resembles the Rosso 4s quite a bit, as I said in the presentation, but we're going to see exactly how these tires behave at a great place, the tail of the Dragon, where you can really sort of figure out the cornering and all that sort of stuff of these tires. If I try to get a look, oh, look at that big meaty rear tire. Love the tread pattern. Always have loved that tread pattern. And oh, look at this one. This one's got Öhlins. Who the hell got this bike? I'm definitely going to be swapping and testing this one out at some point with the full Öhlins suspension. 107 engine. I got the 117 on the bike that I'm starting the day out with, so I guess that's good. So we're playing a little bit of cat and mouse with Adam Wahid, who's ahead of me on a Road Glide. Beautiful Road Glide. I believe that's a ST. And I'm on the Street Glide. We both have, of course, the Pirelli Diablo Power Cruiser tires on, and Adam loves them. He's been getting down low, testing them out really well today. I love the tires too. And wow, we're just having a lot of fun here at this international press presentation for these for these amazing tires while riding American motorcycles, right? So the folks over at Pirelli were super nice and provided us with a wealth of information about these tires, and it really speaks volumes for them as a company to take an interest in this motorcycle segment of cruisers, power cruisers, baggers, and to produce these amazing tires to fill the gap in the hole that exists from the current manufacturers. And what I mean by that is the stock tires on my 2026 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide ST. Although they look nice with the Harley-Davidson branding on them, they're produced by Dunlop, and performance is less to be desired. When I'm riding my turbocharged 240 horsepower machine, I notice it gets a bit squirrely. You can even see it in my videos. A lot of folks have commented that the bike looks squirrely. Well, that's because, unfortunately, the stock tires cannot keep up with the power that my bike now makes. Well, these tires can keep up with that power just fine. They were designed for it. They have a very high speed rating. They have a very aggressive tread pattern. Resembles that of the Rosso 4 Corsa tires, which of course is an outstanding tire. And I'm convinced that once I mount a set of these amazing tires onto my personal Road Glide ST and take it through its paces, that I'm going to be very impressed with it. As I am right now riding this demo Street Glide machine here at the tail of the Dragon, which, as you can probably tell by the very slow pace that I'm taking on this roadway, is not my favorite place to ride a motorcycle. I'd much rather be on a road that's pretty much parallel to this, called the Cherahalla Skyway, which has long sweeping corners that you could take at speed. Having said that, the only joy that I'm getting from this experience are these Diablo Power Cruiser tires, which give me a tremendous amount of confidence on this roadway on such a heavy bike that's absent an Öhlins suspension and an upgraded braking system and things like that. These tires are great, guys. I wish we had the opportunity, and I know this might sound strange to say, but I wish we had an opportunity to experience these tires in wet conditions, honestly, because I'm convinced that they will perform remarkably in wet conditions just based on the tread pattern alone and how these tires are performing on this roadway right now. Our friends at Pirelli tell us that because of the aggressive course of force style tread pattern of these tires, that they do in fact exceed expectations on wet conditions. Well, stay tuned to my channel because you will see Diablo Power Cruiser tires mounted onto my bike, and I of course will ride it in wet conditions. I'm sure I'll get caught in the rain at some point. Oh, this guy, look at Wahid, what's he doing? What's he doing? Was he trying to overtake that guy? Adam Wahid is such a frisky rider. Very talented, but frisky nonetheless. Oh man, all sorts of bikes you see on the tail of the dragon, guys. If you want to see the bike of your dreams or a bike that you've never seen, this is the place to come and ride, because you will see it generally in the opposite direction that you're going. You'll pass by all sorts of bikes, guys. I've seen it all. All right, so now we get to do a little bit more aggressive riding at speed, and the tires, just as I thought, they are excellent. Excellent. The ambient temperature right now is probably in the high 70s, close to 80 degrees, so the ground is fairly warm. These tires, of course, are warmed up, and man, do they perform. I'm not experiencing the issues that I had with the stock OEM tires as far as being squirrely or anything like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So we'll be back at Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson momentarily, and I don't know what else we got in store for this amazing video, but I will tell you a link to where you can purchase these awesome Pirelli Diablo Power Cruiser tires is in the description of this video. I want to thank my friends at Pirelli for having me out, being able to test these awesome tires. Can't wait to install a set onto my personal bike. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Never forget, ride something and ride safe. We'll catch you in the next upload. Thanks for viewing.